Welcome back, everyone, to the Speaking Nerd. Oh my God, shut the fuck up! You shut up. Welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast, and it's the beginning of the new year, so you know what that means. Best and worst video
Boo.
of last year. So you guys all know the drill. We're gonna go through separate categories: movies, TV, video games, comics, maybe, and we're just gonna go one at a time, and
Yeah,
you
read.
know, I don't know. Anyway, so we're starting off with the best of 2024, and these are both being put out simultaneously. So if you're watching the worst video, you can watch the best after. If you're watching the best, you can watch the worst, and vice versa, or whatever. So we're gonna start with the best movie of last year. So who wants to go first? I think Alter should go first. What was the best movie last year? Or in your opinion, what was the best movie last year?
Hmm. Can you just cue the fucking sync song?
I wish I could, but
Because you know what it is. All
oh
right.
yeah, I know.
You know what it is. This is the first Marvel movie that hasn't sucked in forever, and that means
Yeah.
something.
What would you say was the
Yeah.
last good one before this one? We don't even need to
Before
say the
Deadpool,
name of the movie.
Deadpool and Wolverine for the retards watching this video. Um,
God damn it.
can I say that? I don't know. Whatever. Uh,
Whatever.
yeah, who cares? But I'm trying to think. I guess No Way Home. I think
Yeah.
No Way Home
When
might be
was
the last like truly good
when wa-
Marvel movie
when
since
was
is
Since this new
is
one.
he saying something? I can't really hear him.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
really hear him without that
I
dick
don't
in his
know.
mouth.
I don't know what he's just saying shit randomly and
brother? No Way Home was not the last good one, but I won't speak up.
We bring the
are you
boom.
sure? What would you say?
I'd say the last good one is
Wakanda
Wakanda
forever.
Forever. I literally just did a video about it.
I don't like
So
Wakanda
yeah,
Forever, so I'm gonna say no way.
I think you
Marvel
should
doesn't
watch it
like black
again.
people.
Get a good opinion.
No, shut up. That's
George
not it. I'm
Bush
not a
doesn't care
racist.
about black people.
I'm not a racist, I swear.
Dude, it's like that.
Yeah,
It's like that Pete
Marvel,
Davidson clip where he's like, "Yeah,
Marvel's
guys, I'm not
Marvel's
racist. Wakanda forever. There's no hard on Wakanda, you fucking jackass."
Marvel's trying to avoid the Twitter stuff that's happening right now.
You just insert that clip from Deadpool 2. It's like, I'm not a fucking racist moron.
That's literally what I saw earlier
Kill
today.
Yeah.
Black Tom, you son of a Cable will learn to judge people not by the color of their skin, but by the actions.
The
Man,
content of
Deadpool
their
2 was funny, dude. Yeah, the content of their character. Dude, Deadpool 2
It's
was
good.
like I'd argue that movie was funnier than the first one. I think the first one's still a better movie, but I think the second one's funnier. Deadpool and Wolverine's hilarious though, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like the perfect love letter to that. Was I here for the
I
review of that on this channel? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
The
will
point
I
is
it
that
will
was
was
you,
like
me and Swifty.
I will
AJ
admit I
wasn't
that
there.
still
that
haven't seen it.
was the okay. Well, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what to say anymore. You watched fucking Wakanda Forever, but you won't watch Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, buddy. But anyways, dude. So thank God he's lagging, dude. Okay, so this movie is like the perfect love letter to like the early Marvel stuff, like the Fox era, pretty much everything but Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. But that was,
Yeah.
more so No Way Home as a love letter to that. You guys already got your time. This is for the Fox fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
From what I've seen, Fox
you haven't seen shit.
dedicated.
Don't lie to me. But
I know enough
it's
about
like,
it.
I mean, if you
They talking about
if you were on Twitter when this movie came out, you basically watched the whole movie.
It's true.
They probably posted it on Twitter too. So yeah.
That's where I first watched the Super Mario Brothers movie. It was a cam rip on Twitter. Good ass movie
Maybe I
too.
haven't seen.
But Jesus Christ, dude, what movies do you watch?
Check my letterbox. I watch a lot of movies. I just don't watch certain movies. I guess.
Nobody wants to read.
You
Wow.
think I get on Letterboxd? I don't even know what a letter is. Yeah, dude, this movie.
I mean,
this
clearly,
movie
name is.
Shut up! I'm reviewing the movie. This just it rang my nostalgia bells, dude. It was perfect. On top of the fact that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have an amazing chemistry, even off screen. We finally get probably the most comic accurate versions of those characters on screen, especially Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it gives me hope that Marvel isn't gonna completely crash and burn like everyone thought they were. But then Agatha came out, and then it all went downhill.
I still haven't seen that either.
I don't care enough to watch Agatha.
My brother watched it, and hearing his review of it was enough for me. But so fun fact. Before Deadpool and Wolverine came out, Disney and Kevin Feige hired a bunch of people to include I guess is inclusivity, is that a word? To be more inclusive. They basically had a diversity team hired on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently after Deadpool and Wolverine, Kevin Feige just fired everybody.
Damn.
She said, "Fuck diversity. People still like white people."
Isn't it the guy above Feige that does those decisions? Technically,
maybe it was a guy above Feige. I thought it was. Maybe I don't know.
He's always had somebody above him that makes company decisions. He's just the guy takes care of creative.
Maybe
stuff.
It was the guy above Feige. I don't know, but that's apparently what happened. Was there's a this is going to lean into some conspiracy territory. Just saying, but I did a lot of research on it. It's a fun topic for me. Basically, Deadpool and Wolverine performing so well kind of switched the narrative of Hollywood to a certain extent, because Hollywood was trying to focus a lot more on being inclusive and forced agenda stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Deadpool and Wolverine made $1 billion and became the number one movie, narratives kind of started changing, specifically in Disney, to where they were like, oh, maybe we should start focusing on this type of shit instead of what we were doing.
Yeah.
It's a fun little topic for you guys to look into. I don't know.
That's wild. If that is
if that's true, I don't know if that's true or not. This is just stuff I've heard from.
If it is true, then it is wild.
Yeah. I wouldn't say you could connect Deadpool and Wolverine to that, but there is definitely a shift. Which
I feel like American culture in general in 2024 has kind of made it shift back to being a little more conservative.
I mean that's part of who is about to be president.
Well, yeah, but I feel like the fact that he got elected president though is more so a result of the shift, and the shift's just going to get even bigger with him being president.
Yeah.
Anyways, video's getting political, guys. Let's calm down. We already lost the viewers. Deadpool Wolverine, good movie with people in tights. That's my pick for best movie. Do you want me to go ahead and say the worst one?
No, we'll save that for the next video. But
yeah.
We're doing 2 videos.
Yeah, we always split them up. Haven't you been here for
not remember this? We've done it every year.
When was the last time we did a Speaking Nerd episode? Let's be honest
here. Well, we did one for Christmas and New Year. I don't think you were there, but anyway. AJ, what's the best movie You saw
Uh,
last year.
I saw the TV Glow.
Huh?
I had no idea what that is.
Oh
What
my
the hell did
gosh!
you just say to me?
Go out and watch movies. Okay, it is uh it is a horror movie that came out
What's it
last year.
called?
I saw the TV Glow. It has Justin Smith.
Who?
Hold on, I'm looking this up.
Do you not know? You don't know who Justin Smith is? Like he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in the D&D movie.
You saw the D&D movie?
Oh,
I did. It was good.
Oh, that guy, Detective Pikachu guy. Fred Durst
Yeah,
was in this movie.
Yeah, he was in it.
oh, it's this fucking. Okay, I've seen clips of this all over the place, so I didn't connect the dots
I
that
have-
that was the name of the
I have
movie.
not, but I am intrigued by
I
some of the
I
screenshots I'm
I
seeing.
know what clip you're talking about. Just like, if you ever have the time, just watch the movie. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay,
Is Walking
Yeah,
Day out yet?
it was actually produced by Emma Stone, which is the craziest part. Like she's doing a lot of producing right now. But yeah, this movie is like uh definitely the best of the year.
oh, okay.
I don't know if I want to say too much about it, because I think it's definitely something you gotta experience.
See for yourself. Okay, yeah.
We'll do a review of it on the channel. Jesus Christ, AJ, calm your tits.
But yeah, very good.
We'll do a commentary track of that if you do a commentary track of. Tell you what, we do 2 episodes, all right? We get him to watch Deadpool and Wolverine, and then we'll watch this movie.
Wow, that is gonna be such a clash. But yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Look
My
forward to
answer.
brand new episodes of Speaking or commentaries.
Start recording those soon. My answer is going to be Deadpool and Wolverine. Also, just
Sweet.
yeah. I had
Man,
another.
we're basically just
I had
Marvel.
2 other contenders, which was Transformers and Sonic 3. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine just was the best thing to come out of last year.
I will say
One of the best things, actually.
Tell you what,
I will say the Fall Guy
AJ, I
is
was
my number
tempted
2.
to say. I was very tempted to say Y2K.
Oh, that was a solid movie. Yeah.
I really enjoyed Y2K.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, Jonah Hill produced it. Jonah Hill produced a movie about the most nostalgic era of my life. Yeah.
Though it's it's never gonna reach the heights of mid '90s.
That's fair.
That movie is so good, so good.
I've never watched
But yeah,
the movie
Jonah Hill is
in full, but I've seen clips of it.
Jonah Hill is another really good up and coming producer too. Yeah, we got
Up
Jonah
and coming
Hill
producer. They're like the guy hasn't been in some of the biggest comedy films ever and shit.
No, I'm just saying he's been doing producing a lot recently.
I wish he'd go back. Can we get Superbad 2? I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's make it happen.
That would definitely not be terrible.
That would be one of the movies of all time.
It would definitely be one of the movies of all time.
He's like, it's been 20 years and I'm still drawing dicks.
It's just gonna be like when Bad
It's
Boys came
them
out.
and their job.
Yeah.
It's them like trying to pay off their mortgage or something. Or it's like could do like a high school reunion. That'd be cool. It's like a high school reunion film. Dude, let me produce Superbad too.
They should do that for 23 Jump Street.
Dude, I would kill for 20. Okay, Jonah Hill, if you're watching this by some miracle of God, like, we need another Jump Street movie yesterday.
Would we still want to do the Men in Black crossover? Or no?
At this point, I'm starving, dude. They could do an animated series of Jump Street, and I'd watch it.
They probably could, yeah.
Yeah.
on street,
It was
gonna
based
jump
on a
up in
TV
your
show.
ass. Dude,
That's true.
jump. Can we greenlight Jump Street Generations, where it's Johnny Depp and? I mean, because if you think about it, the other Jump Street movies were parodies of popular film tropes at the time. Like the first one was a parody of reboots, the second one was a parody of sequels. Let's do a parody of multiverse films now. Except Sony is allergic to making money. Sony is arguably just as bad as Warner Brothers, if not worse. And that's saying something, dude.
I would. Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't say
At least
they're
WB
worse.
has James Gunn stuff now.
Yeah.
Though that took a while for that to happen.
But they still
but
won't make a Batman Beyond film. So
outside
Yeah,
of Spider-Verse, name one single Sony W when it comes to their film department.
In their film department, I mean, like if we're not just talking about superhero movies, Sony's been producing good movies for a long time. They're just not
When
good
was
at
the
all
last
of
good
them.
movie they made? Genuinely tell me when was the last good movie that Sony's made?
I don't really think about it a lot. I mean, like Sony does produce good movies, good
Pop out
regular
ass
movies.
answer, dude. He fell back on that shit fast. Could not think of a single one.
yeah, Sony produces good movies. Name one. I can't really think of. I can't think of any.
I will
Yeah, that's what
I will look up a list. Okay.
Their last
While you're
movie was
looking up a
Kraven the
list-
Hunter. Calm down.
While you're looking up a list, me and Alter are going to talk about his favorite TV show, kind of segueing to the next thing. What was your favorite TV show last year?
What?
What was that?
Danny DeVito's Penguin.
Okay, it's from my end. It just sounded like you were stroking out.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be broke.
Just crash
Colin
out.
Farrell, are you okay? Oh, he's doing a penguin impression. No, he's having a fucking heart attack.
I'm cooked. So
Damn
it was
it
Penguin?
back. Yeah, I'll say Penguin.
Yeah, it's mine too.
Good old mob stuff, dude.
Also, they produced Saturday Night recently, so that was a banger.
Oh, that one.
I had to Google a movie with a decent Rotten Tomatoes score.
No, I just think it's a good movie. Also, A Man Called Otto was also a good movie. Bullet Train.
Have you seen
Bullet
Joker 2
Train's
yet?
really good.
I have not.
Okay.
I guess we know what we're doing for the commentaries later.
They also did The Mitchells vs.
You will
Machines.
not be expecting my ass there. You will not be expecting me there.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but I will say my favorite TV show was I'll say it's between two. Only Murders in the Building and Abbott Elementary.
Dude, what the fuck are you watching, dude? What are these? Marvel, I can't be
I know of
no Abbott Elementary. I've heard of that
just
I'm
stroke
sorry.
out for the rest of the episode.
I'm sorry I don't just watch superhero movies.
I've
I watch other things.
seen the first season of Only Murders in the Building. That's
Oh
good.
yeah? What
Yeah.
you liked it? Yeah, it's a
I
good
like
show.
the show. Yeah, it's a good show.
It's really funny.
Abbott Elementary though, it's I mean, we've talked about it before, but it never piqued my interest though. So
It's one of the only shows these days that makes quality sitcom TV every year. Like there's no gaps.
mhm.
They just
when
make a
Ted
season of
come out?
Huh?
Ted that was last year, wasn't it? Hold on.
What?
Was Ted 2024?
Ted?
It was.
That might have been last year.
I'm changing my answer. It
Ted.
wasn't Penguin. It was Ted.
It's Ted, yeah.
Someone decided to let Seth MacFarlane back in the writer's room, and it was the best decision they've ever made. Apparently, that show was so expensive to produce that they thought it was only going to last one season. So they had
Yeah.
plans to cancel it and then do an animated series. But then when it actually was profitable, they renewed it for a second season, but are still going through with the Ted animated series. So there's going to be 2 Ted series airing on Peacock sometime.
Oh. Forgot about that show. Damn. All right, so you're Ted, I'm Penguin. And
I'll say Penguin is like objectively a better show, and this is coming from someone who literally just watched it for the first time.
yeah,
I'd say Penguin's objectively a better show, but I mean Ted's, that's you don't get comedy like that anymore. You really don't. Comedy
right.
films are basically dead,
I mean,
at least in that
what would
sense.
you even compare Ted to in the past, though?
Like any type of, I would compare it to basically something like what Seth Rogen made back in the day, or like any of Seth
You
MacFarlane's
know,
other projects.
honestly, Alter, that sounds like a cop out answer. Sounds like you gave up.
AJC, when I say that it makes sense because you genuinely did not answer my question earlier, I am genuinely answering your question. What would you compare? What would you compare Ted to? I don't know. Fuck, I can start naming movies right now. Pineapple Express, fucking This Is the End, the Jump Street films. I can compare it to the other Ted films, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I'm
I mean,
talking about
there's a
I'm
countless
talking
amount
about the
of.
show. Like, if we're gonna make
I'm talking about
comparisons between
show.
a show and something else, compare it to a show. Like, what would you compare it to? That's my
Series
question.
wise. Well, I can't answer that because I haven't seen many shows like that that are made in that same comedy style.
Exactly my point.
What the fuck is your point?
I mean, Ted is just a thing of its own. Like, I don't think you can really say, "Oh, people don't make that anymore." Like, it's just its own thing.
It might be on its own as far as like a comedy series of that, but as
Yeah,
far as comedy itself, like we haven't seen that in a long time. So
that's
Bingo,
fair. I'm just saying
jackpot.
it is just unique of its own as a television series.
Well, yes, if you want to look at just television series, I personally can't think of
I
anything
mean,
like it. There probably has been,
personally,
but no.
that's what you
But in
should look
terms of
at
just comedy and
since it's
media in general,
fuck it. It's just like, yeah, you should look at it. You should look into it, you piece of shit.
it's a TV show. Like, you know, I did, I don't know. It just bugs me when you have to compare TV to film. Like, they're different formats.
I mean, when you really look at Ted, the TV show, it's basically a stretched out like Ted movie. So
I'd say it's a bit different than that, but that's just me.
well, I mean, to be it's so. Are you saying it's not fair to compare the Ted series to the Ted films?
I'd say so. I mean, I think it's just different format wise. It's like trying to
Yeah, they do.
compare.
I think they're very
It's
similar
like,
format wise. It's just one's
to me,
episodic.
I'd say it's like comparing the real Ghostbusters to a Ghostbusters movie. It's just a different format. So
But that wouldn't work because one's a children's animated series from like the 90s or the 80s, and one is
well, and
like a
the
blockbuster
same piece
film
of
from that
character.
time period. All right, it's like I think it's fair to I think it's personally fair to
They're
compare
different formats.
BTAS to the Batman because on a storytelling level, they're both really great adaptations of Batman. When you look at the real Ghostbusters and then
Very
Ghostbusters, one's
different.
an obviously dumbed down version of the character for children. The other one is a blockbuster film that
I
reinvented that genre and
disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Um, I don't think you can compare BTAS and the Batman because they're just inherently different projects. television is a very distinct format. So I think you should compare television to television. But we should move on so that we don't see this.
We're
Stole the words
going
right
to
out of
agree
my
to
mouth.
disagree, and then when the episode's done filming, I will chew your ass out. Is what you're saying.
That's
Oh, man.
basically every other Speaking Nerd episode. So
It's like the old days.
Yeah. When
yeah,
are we gonna be like Big Brother? Have Speaking Nerd after hours?
I think that would be really
Like,
boring.
well,
Just don't ever end recording. Just start recording the entire call.
well, I brought up the idea of a pre-show, and you guys were like, "No, let's not do that." So
When was that?
No, we will
was
lose our
like-
careers instantly. It will be gone.
No, that's
Although I
just you,
genuinely think you
Walter.
should just want. I mean, it'd be Josh too, man. Let's be honest here. Josh recently has been saying more out of pocket stuff than I have.
That's fair. That's fair. But Marvel.
Anyway, video games. What did you guys play last year? Let's go AJ first.
I was Batman, dude.
I didn't play a lot of new video games last year.
I
really
became.
Yeah.
I really loved Sonic X Shadow Generations. I thought that was great. That's probably
Bro,
my
like the
favorite of the year.
release of another game.
Shadow has new content, so suck it.
Kind of both.
Anyways, the best game I played was Fortnite.
Bruh.
Just say
I didn't play
Arkham
that many
Shadow,
games
you
this year.
piece of shit.
No, I really did not play that many games. The only game I really invested any time to that came out in 2024 was Arkham Shadow, which, to be fair, Arkham Shadow is a damn good VR experience. So I will say Arkham Shadow.
I mean, it was good enough for me to get one too. So I mean, you got it as a gift. I bought it. I bought it with my own money. So, you know,
you paid the price for Batman.
Didn't pay a dime for it.
You spoiled, entitled piece of shit. Anyway,
hey, it got me Batman for free. So who's really the loser?
AJ, because he hadn't played it.
AJ, because he hasn't experienced Thief yet.
Wow.
And Swifty too.
I'm sorry, I'm poor.
Hey, man.
You go to like 700 movies a week.
That's not true.
Don't you give me that excuse.
That's not true. 250.
That's not true. I went to a conservative amount of movies compared to some of the people I talked to.
Films? Does that mean you're alt-right? Batman Ultra 7 canceled?
Brother, there is low case conservative and then there's high case conservative. Learn words.
You
need to learn what my nuts taste like.
So AJ said Sonic. I'm just putting Arkham Shadow for yours, and I'm gonna go in a different direction and say the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Even though I did play both of those.
That's a good choice. That is banger.
That is something.
Is that a cop out though? Because those games have been out for like 20 years.
I mean, it's Sonic Generation's been out for. I mean, that's also a re-release.
To be fair, I also complained about that.
Yeah. So suck my dick. But
all right.
I mean, it's whatever. Like, if fucking DLC is going to be put for like Game of the Year, I think we're entitled to.
And then you give it to Astrobot.
It didn't win, but it was in the running up for it. So
there have been remakes that go, to the Game
I mean, if remakes are contenders for Game of the Year, I think we can talk about
also honestly games, when it comes to like
Mario Brothers 2 gave 5 years in a row, baby. Let's go.
When it comes to like best and worst videos, I feel like you can also talk about like, sometimes your favorite game of the year is. Like,
I mean, I always say it's every time we do one of these things, I always say, like, even if you didn't watch something or play something last year, you can just say whatever you'd read in your personal libraries. You don't have to go with whatever was new. But
Like,
So
like I played a lot of Doom Eternal. I played a lot of Tomb Raider. So that was a big part of my
W.
year.
I
You
played
I
know?
way
love
too
you.
much Arkham last year.
Um,
You started an Arkham channel, my brother.
I mean, yeah, but all the streams, all the playthroughs
yeah,
that we've done over
streamed
there,
all.
that's been me. So
Yeah, I streamed a lot. I streamed all of
One of
Silent
my
Hills, which was fun.
New Year's resolutions is to actually get into my game backlog because I have a huge physical game collection. I've maybe played 5 of those
Yes.
games, and 3 of them
Big
are Arkham.
gamer.
Yeah.
So I'm that's gonna be my goal for this year is to get into some other stuff. Which, hey man, we're streaming the TMNT games over on the Alter channel. If you guys want to tune into those, subtle shameless plug.
Hopefully
yeah.
you die again next time.
Hope you die in real life.
Jesus.
I'm taking everything personal. 2025 is the year I crash out.
Act like it's your first crash out.
I mean, you already stroked out in this video, so why not just butt heads with everybody for the whole year? Should we talk about comics from last year? If
Well,
there's
I
any
feel
you
like
want to bring up.
AJ knows comics that came out. I have not read anything that released in 2024, but I can talk about stuff that I read in 2024.
If only Josh was here. Okay, for you guys, let's just extend it to like what comics did you read? And then I'll go.
The only thing that I really kept up with last year was like Ultimate Spider-Man, but that was it mainly. I didn't really get into the absolute stuff or whatnot. So I have
always
no ground
Is there
to
an
stand
absolute
here.
trade coming out anytime soon? 'Cause I am interested in reading Absolute Batman. As much as I don't like the premise, I'm interested in reading it.
Oh, you're saying a trade? That might be a little bit because they haven't released enough for a trade yet.
How long?
Because
I feel like it's
Absolute
been out for
Batman
a
is
while.
like
Is it
what,
not?
issue 2 now? Issue 3?
It started in the fall, like mid-fall kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was early. I don't know, man. I don't keep up with comics. I thought that started like way earlier last year.
They might have announced it earlier that year, but
They announced it pretty early, but yeah, it wasn't until like I think October, maybe.
Well, damn. Anyways, I read a lot of Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim?
Nice.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Nice.
Did you watch the show?
I did watch the show. I love the show.
That was a great. Was that last year?
No, that was 23. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that was a good. I really like that show.
I'm a big
But for
Scott
me,
Pilgrim fan. That shows
yeah, it's
that
great.
show and just franchise in general is about to become my personality.
The show, I think the show's the best like Scott Pilgrim thing that I've seen.
I got really into
'cause I
manga
like-
in 2024.
Oh yeah.
That was 2023. Okay.
So like I read
You gotta-
some Akira.
Oh yeah, good.
I read some let me just look here. I got into Chainsaw Man. And then towards the end of the year I started reading Good Night Pun Pun. So bangers.
You should read Trigun. You should read Trigun.
I'm thinking about it. I need to get into reading Berserk because I have the big ass volumes of Berserk, but I haven't read them yet.
Oh.
And I think it's the same publisher as Trigun.
I believe so.
I know that the
I haven't
Trigun the Trigun volumes that you can buy, like the hardcovers, are almost identical to the Berserk ones.
You mean the other way around?
don't know which one came first. God damn it! Berserk's cool.
Shut up.
I never really got into Berserk, but I really love Trigun. Show's great. The manga's great. You know.
Now, I will say, I
It's
tried
all-
getting into the Berserk anime that they have on Netflix, the 3D animated one. Could not get into it.
Yeah. Interesting. Like people have been raving
The
about
one from the
that.
90s
So.
was pretty sick, though. I've seen some clips of the 90s one. Or was it the 80s? I think it was the 90s.
I think it was 90s.
Man, probably 90s.
I'm pretty sure the book was published like late 80s, I think.
Like earlier. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Berserk was like the dark turns of the manga industry.
That's an interesting way to put it.
I think it's really interesting to compare both industries because of how much of a similar medium it is, but how different it's treated. Also,
Also, like,
manga is just destroying comic sales
Sounds
right now.
like
Like just
sounds
absolutely
like
fucking
a
demolishing
sounds like
them.
a video idea for your new channel.
I'll give you a video idea. Me, you, in the back out, big boy.
I don't know what you're gonna do in that alley when we get
yeah,
there.
It's gonna be a porno
kind
or
of
a stuff film. We're gonna find out.
So I'm going to talk about the comics that I read.
Ooh.
I shut up. I
Get
really
ready.
loved Daredevil by Saladin Ahmed was great. Really loved Miss Marvel by Aman Vellani. It's really good. Ultimate X-Men is great. You know, a lot of stuff at DC has been great. Birds of Prey by Kelly Thompson. You have like Kelly Lansing on Batman Beyond, Neo Gothic. There's so much. Man's Best, which is an indie book, really good. Transformers, by Daniel Warren Johnson, the undisputed goat. So much. Detective Comics by Ram V. New Gods by Ram V just started, but it looks so good. All of the different writers on Action Comics have been great. Like Philip Kennedy Johnson finished his run. Also Philip Kennedy Johnson is doing a great Hulk run right now. Man, there's so much. Absolute Wonder Woman, terrific. It's the best Absolute book. Blue Beetle, really good. Guys, there's so many good comics right now. Like this is the best time to get in comics right now, especially with DC, because you know everything they're doing in the books right now are like it's super accessible. Also, they're doing these like cool like repackaging of like old stories.
Well, like the
And
$10 classic
the way
print or
they're
whatever it's
doing it,
called.
it's really cheap, it's really affordable, and it's also definitely appealing to like the manga crowd, which I think is
Yeah,
really cool.
I own one of them. I own their release of American Vampire, the DC
And
Compact.
you want to know what Marvel did like right at the same time? Marvel History for Dummies, which says
Well, that kind of goes back
about as much
into my point earlier.
about
Kind of goes
Marvel
back to
right
what I said
now.
earlier about how manga's just demolishing American comics and sales. I feel like this is DC and Marvel's way of trying to combat that.
I do think DC's doing the work. Marvel
I think
has
DC's doing more
a
than
ways
Marvel
to
for
go.
sure. Marvel, I feel like, is kind of putting comics on the back burner, and they always have since the MCU started becoming their baby. But
I think the big problem with Marvel right now, and I won't say a lot about it because it's not what this video is about. But the big problem at Marvel is that all of their books are dependent on like past material. So it's not approachable for anybody. Because you got to know like 100 years of history to get into any book.
If you
I
didn't
mean, like
read this issue of
some people-
Spider-Man that released in 1989, then you won't get this new entire Spider-Man run that's currently going on.
You fucking idiots.
Yeah, and it's your fault you weren't into it back in the 90s. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm 12.
the only comics that they can allow to be accessible is when they make it about an alternate universe. Like, guys, that cheat code isn't going to work every time. Like, I think the
I've
Ultimate
always
books are
found when it
good,
comes to Marvel, I've
but
always found when it comes
it's a
to
cheat
Marvel, the most accessible books that Marvel ever releases are Deadpool. And even then it's questionable at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, AJ, since you're the big comic connoisseur about, you know, like I've seen a lot of people who are big manga fans try to get into American comics and just stop
Yeah.
immediately because they don't know where to
It-
start.
Yeah, it's tough. I do think part of it is a cultural thing. There's a lot of like assumptions like culturally that you have to like, start at like
Well, I know a
a
big thing. Yeah,
specific.
a big thing with a lot of Marvel fans is like, or no, I said Marvel, Jesus, with manga fans, is like, you start with volume 1 and you go up from
Yeah, like
there.
mangas, you know,
Manga is
mangas
the
are
most straightforward.
like it's all written by one writer most of the time, and they're collected in volumes, so it's like super easy to follow from this one to that one. Whereas like Marvel and DC and like just American comics in general, you know, a character will be written by like, hundreds of different writers and, drawn by hundreds of different artists. So they're it's like, it's a billion different series, but uh they're all about the same character and they're all in continuity with each other. So it's like really daunting.
So what you're saying is that we need a long-running manga series about Japanese Spider-Man and his giant robot.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
We kind of
He's awesome.
already have that. Marvel and DC have been releasing manga over there in Japan.
It's
It's
true.
interesting,
It's
dude.
true. Some of it
There's a
is
book
like
about Joker raising a
completely
baby
insane.
Bruce, and there's one about Deadpool fighting All Might from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And then there's the Ruby crossover, which sucks. Fucking awful. The Justice League Ruby crossover is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
But how would you recommend somebody like that who maybe they're into manga and they want to get into American comics? How would you recommend they start?
What I say to most of everybody is, like one, you gotta throw away the preconception of like, of a
Let's start
starting
with
point.
volume 1.
Like the way I see it, with American comics, if you see a cover that looks cool to you, grab it, read it. If you like this character, and then I'll direct you to some like resources, and give you some recommendations. You kind of just have to you have to test your tastes. You have to like just, you know, grab like some random issues, see what you're feeling for, and then, explore afterwards kind of thing. And I also think like, just going with volumes, like just go like uh get the first volume of a certain writer, and if you like that writer, you can, find what else they've written about these other characters, and then you'll see if you like those characters. I mean, like, I think the best way to read comics is to follow creators and not characters, in my opinion.
I mean, you say that as I look at my shelf, and all of it is Batman. But yeah, sure, man. Let's go with that.
But yeah,
You see,
that's my pitch.
your answer is a bit different to mine. Whenever I am always asked, because I've been asked, one of my friends is a big manga fan. He wanted to get into like Batman, and so he asked me for like how do I get into Batman stuff since you don't since it's not not like manga. I can't go to like a volume 1 and start from there. So I told him to look up some of the more like most iconic, so stuff like Year One, The Long Halloween, Killing Joke, stuff like that. And then I said to then find the most recent or find a do research and find a comic run that's interesting to you, and then start with that volume 1. So, for example, he thought that the Scott Snyder New 52 stuff was interesting, so I said, all right, start with fucking Scott Snyder volume 1.
Yeah, New 52 is pretty easy to direct to, since
When it comes to DC, absolutely. If someone wants to get into DC Comics, I always just point them to New 52 runs. Start with that, and if you like that, check out some of the more iconic stuff from the 80s and so on. When it comes to Marvel, I genuinely don't know how to direct people to Marvel. When it comes to Marvel, though, typically I'll just say like, hey, do you like the movies? Look up what books would inspire the movies and read those. It's like, did you like Infinity War? Read Infinity Gauntlet. Did you like No Way Home? Read the Spider-Verse books. Like, did you like the Daredevil show? Read the Frank Miller stuff.
Yeah, losers.
Man, this is taking a toll. Anyways, guys, go read the Action Bible. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, best and worst of 2024.
So, all right.
We're so
We're
bad.
at the end. We're at the so we're at the end of the video here, and the question that I always ask all of you whenever we do these things is, what is something that you're looking forward to the most from 2025? And I feel like all of us have pretty much the same answer. I think.
Say it one more time.
I said, what is something you're looking forward to for this year?
I think it's safe to say
take me home.
Superman.
I thought so.
Okay, but so Superman's my answer for film. Now let's get into video games, because it's time, boys.
Please don't say it. Say it.
Something, I don't know. There's a crime you can commit that involves you possibly stealing a motor vehicle. What's that crime called? You're committing what? Does anybody know? Anybody know what this crime's called?
Saints Row?
Possibly something. Fuck you. Possibly something grand. Possibly committing theft of an automobile for the 6th time. Dude, I cannot tell you how excited I am for Grand Theft Auto 6. I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
Like, listen, people have looked at me insane for being a person like this. I've kept up with the GTA lore since like the PS1 games.
Yeah.
Like, I am actually a diehard Grand Theft Auto fan.
I mean,
that I've always been in love with that series since as a child, and that's kind of ironic considering the game series that it is.
Hmm.
But just the universe surrounding the Grand Theft Auto games and each of the game's protagonists have always, and just the type of developer that Rockstar is. It creates a world that's better than our own, basically. Like shit looks
Hmm.
better than real life. But either way, what I'm
Right.
trying to say is that this is a game that has been 12 years in the making at this point. And some people may say that I have unrealistic expectations for this. I don't give a damn. This game's going to come out and you won't hear from me for at least a few months. And if you do
Yeah.
hear from me, it will be from the online game chat in Grand Theft Auto Online 2.
Hmm.
I will play the fuck out of Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. And it might be the game of the
Yeah.
century. Because if it's not, Rockstar, I'm on that ass. Dude, I swear to God, I'm literally planning on buying an SSD for the PS5 just to run that game.
All right.
Because I know that shit's not going to download on my base PS5.
Nice.
Dude, GTA 6, dude, just like it's almost unreal that game is finally like this is the year it comes out.
I'll believe it until it actually like releases and I see it on the store
Yeah, as
shelves.
soon as it, I
Yeah.
don't want to jinx it to where it's like the Batman situation.
Yeah.
Because if that happens, dude, you might not ever hear from me again. I might go off the deep end.
Yeah, that'll be like the biggest crash out ever. If you don't get the Batman 2 and GTA 6 in 1 year.
Well, I'm already not getting the Batman 2. Listen, dude, I'm already on thin ice there. But if GTA 6, I'm holding on to it.
His last hope.
When is that game supposed to come out, or do they have a release date for it?
It's like third quarter 2025, and has yet to be delayed. And I believe Take-Two Interactive said that they're still on track to release it at that time. Yet that we've got no other trailers or anything for it yet.
So third quarter, that would be like fall, or
Yeah,
maybe like late.
like
Okay.
fall, early winter. Like I'd say probably about October,
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Um, what about you, AJ? What are you looking forward to for 2025?
I'm sure yet. There's some games that came out last year that I want to play. Like do you know the game Gris?
What's it called?
Gris?
Gris?
It was an indie
No.
game that came out a while ago, but the same studio made a new game that I haven't been able to play yet. But also I'm trying to remember, is the new Doom game coming out this year?
Let me
I
see.
think so.
If it is, that's my most anticipated game.
Dude, because that game is the Bethesda, so it's technically a Microsoft game now. So I can rant about Microsoft for a sec.
Yeah,
Microsoft
it's supposed to
is
come out
developing
this
two
year.
games. Microsoft is developing two games I'm looking very forward to.
What are they
And
developing?
yet here's the thing though, is like we got no information about either of them. All right, one of them's the Perfect Dark reboot. Where the fuck is that, dude? Where is that, dude? I need it now.
We haven't
But
heard anything since, what
they
was it,
showed off gameplay.
2020?
They showed off.
Oh,
They showed off
okay.
gameplay for it. I'll send you that. The gameplay looks sick as fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, but oh my god, I am sick and tired of waiting for that. Phil Spencer you might be a good businessman, but you don't understand the gaming industry. This man literally said, here at Xbox, we don't strive to make great games because great games is not what sells systems. What are you talking about?
Crazy.
Why do you think I own a PS5?
Mm.
It ain't for the fucking Discord connectivity. It's because it has Spider-Man on it. All right, what the fuck does Xbox got? Because I can get all their shit on Game Pass right now on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this game, the other game I was talking about that's not the Perfect Dark remake is now I'm not thinking about it. It is only Microsoft published. It is actually developed by one of Bethesda's studios. It's the Blade game. I haven't seen shit for that either.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. I
I
forgot
forgot about that.
What the fuck is that? Microsoft? Bethesda? Microsoft? One of the two of you needs to fucking answer, dude. One of the two of you needs to talk to me personally and address me as sir and tell me where the fuck that game is, dude.
But yeah,
And
The
while
next day, canceled.
while we're on the topic of superhero
Yeah,
games,
game.
Warner Brothers, you also have a superhero game, Wonder Woman. Where the fuck is it? Where,
I'm really worried about the Wonder Woman game.
dude? I'm
I really
crying right
I
now.
really want it to work out, but like we've heard
I want it to just
pretty much
exist.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just please let it be good and let it exist.
What's Rocksteady doing right now? Didn't they greenlight like 2 new Batman games?
I don't know. It's unclear.
We don't
Well,
know
one was
what
like
they're doing.
I heard there's the rumored Asylum remake. I don't know how that's gonna go, but
Yeah,
sure.
that was yeah.
And then I think they said something about a possible continuation of Arkham Knight.
I almost forgot. There's also the Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
Oh, Ghost of Yote. I was gonna bring that up.
I'm excited about that. So that game and
There's a
Doom.
few other games in 2025. I gotta look up the 2025 game list.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised AJ didn't mention this. Metroid Prime 4.
Sorry, I'm like
Death Stranding 2.
I like it didn't pass my mind that that's coming out because we've been waiting for it so long, and we only had that one trailer.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We
But I
forgot
am
about
so
Marvel 1943.
That was one of the ones I was gonna bring up also.
I am excited for that game, but that is like the worst title ever.
I mean,
Capcom Fighting
I don't
Collection
know.
2. What is that?
I feel like there's a better
Hold on.
title.
Is the Fable remake coming out? Oh my god, Microsoft, you pieces of shit. Microsoft, if you don't at least publish the Fable remake.
Says there's some kind of like Shovel Knight project. Is that like a DLC?
Well, I know they're remastering the first Shovel Knight game. That was
Really?
one of the things they were working on. Yeah.
I like Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Shovel Knight's cool.
Pokemon Legends ZA. That's an awful name.
Don't give a
but
fuck.
I'm looking forward to it. I like Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? I'm the one Pokemon fan in our group. All right, I collect the cards, I play the games and shit. So fucking let me enjoy Pokemon Legends.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Oh, I forgot about the Last of Us Part 2 remaster.
On PC.
Brother.
Fucking God.
There's Assassin's Creed Shadows. My girlfriend's
Wolf Among
really
Us
looking
2.
forward to.
Hopefully that comes
Oh,
out.
is that coming
Hopefully,
out? Is that even?
that's a good question.
That's what I want to know.
Is that canceled? Or is that company gone under yet?
Well, they did, and then they brought the company back. So it'd be
Well, they
really fucked
brought
if
the
they just went
company
under
back
again.
and lost some of their IP.
Yeah. But yeah, that game that got announced like what 2021 or something. I forget.
Dude, when's the new Croc game coming out?
Oh, yeah, Croc. I don't know if it would be this year.
Quarter 1, 2025. Croc remastered. I'm changing my answer, boys. Fuck GTA 6. That shit's dead to me. Croc Legend of the Cabos remastered.
I
Dude,
am
when are
actually
they making?
really
Aren't they
looking
making
forward
like
to
a Bubsy collection?
it. There's Gex. There's the Gex trilogy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Scott the Woz is
I
gonna
thought
be
there was-
happy.
All the
thought there was a-
90s like platforming mascots coming back.
This reminds me of the
He
time
had-
I spent the night. James.
I don't know if they're doing a
I know
Bubsy
Duncan's
collection.
screaming right now. Oh yeah, there's the Bubsy in the Perfect collection. It was announced 6 months ago and has yet to be released.
Well, that's just a physical. I was gonna say that I think that collection's been on Steam for years at
that-
this point.
That
But
collection on Steam.
yeah,
This is the craziest lineup of games ever, dude. It's the
do
all
I
of every
have?
single Bubsy game.
I think I might have that collection in my Steam library.
When your
Hold on, let me check.
collection ends on Bubsy 3D.
Oh no, I don't have that one. I have the Bubsy 2 for Peck, but why did I buy? So just to quickly run over what I'm excited for. Superman, Fantastic Four for movies, and also Mission Impossible is another one. Just because I like
I'm
the
so
last one.
excited for Mission Impossible.
Um,
I'm gonna watch a
games.
lot of art house films this next year.
Don't lie, buddy.
No, fuck you,
Porn
AJ. Just
Train,
because you
6
said that, I'm
years
gonna
in a
watch
row.
like 20 tonight.
Yeah.
Dude, is Big Shark coming out this year? Holy shit! Hold on, I gotta.
I don't know. Video
Tommy
games.
Wiseau, don't fail.
Doom, Metroid, Marvel 1943. Hopefully, Wolf Among Us, if that if that ever materializes. And Ghost of Yote was another one that I'm really interested in.
So much peak.
TV. Invincible, I guess, is the contender I'm thinking of. I don't know what else is coming out for TV.
When is Invincible supposed to come out?
Like, I think next month. It's pretty soon. And then for comics, like I don't know what the fuck's coming out for comics.
I don't get excited for comics. I just read what I think looks cool.
Yeah.
What?
So while you guys are looking up The Room Returns, I'm gonna end the video. I've been recording for quite a
Actually, I
little bit.
haven't.
So what are you guys working on? Just projects that you want to
Okay.
let the people know about.
I'm gonna say the next 3 projects which are all in some kind of state of production.
Right.
Are I have an It's a Wonderful Life video in the process. Mask the Phantasm video in the process. And I have the Spawn the Animated Series video that is actually even further in production, so to speak.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really excited for all those videos. I hope you guys tune in. I'm actually wanting to do some more like video game streams and hopefully some more coffee table conversations too, including Marvel, if we ever sit down and do it.
Yeah, if we ever do that, hopefully one day I'll finally
Yeah.
get my coffee table conversation I've been asking for. Um,
Funny, like literally a week or two ago, we were saying that we were gonna sit down and do it, and then we didn't do it.
Well, you boys are here now. Coffee table
yeah,
conversations with Marvel DC fan featuring Alter Rap because I'm just gonna be there.
just yeah. What are you working on, Alter?
Got a lot of music in the works, a lot of stuff I plan on dropping soon. One that I plan on dropping soon at least. And performing February 1st. So that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that.
Nice.
The Alter channel stuff's picking up, posting shorts every few days, streaming every Tuesday. Right now we're streaming, like I said earlier in the video, the
More
TMNT
team.
Cowabunga collection. And I got a couple of videos in the works there as well. One of which
Mm-hmm.
is edited. One of which is being edited by AJ, so that's coming out fairly shortly. So stay tuned for that. And that's all I think. That's all I got right now.
Yeah. As far as me, I am working on a Teen Titans game review for the Nintendo GameCube, and I got some other projects that I'm hoping to put out soon, like a video on Spider-Man Remastered, one about X-Men Origins Wolverine, the PS2 version, and I also have some stuff that
Noise.
I'm planning. I have some stuff that I'm planning later on in the year because this year will mark the 5th anniversary of my review channel. So I got some stuff. I got some stuff in the pipeline.
Let him cook.
Let me cook, damn it!
Let him cook.
But I can't wait. I can't wait.
Cook this African American fellow.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to get through, like for the next couple months. So we're gonna do it. So, but yeah, this will be it for this video. Be sure to watch the second part of this, the worst of 2024, and whatever. We're gonna try and post a lot more Speaking Nerd this year. Like I said in the last video. So
2024.
yeah, but yeah, last year was just all over the place, and we made like what was it, like 10 videos in total. So
I don't even think so.
Something like
So
that.
we did the best and worst of 2023. I know we did the Deadpool. And then we did a couple here recently for the holidays.
yeah,
We did the Comic-Con video.
That
yeah,
as
me
well.
and AJ did the Comic-Con video. Yeah.
And then maybe
I
some
did that on
Speaking Nerd
vacation,
plays or
too.
something in between.
Yeah, there's some. We have Speaking Nerd plays, maybe some more commentaries throughout the year. Get those kickstarted and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's we're trying to keep up.
We all got our own
But yeah,
stuff going on, but we're still here, man.
I know. But yeah, until next time, have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and take care, people.